Peace and blessings to everyone seeing this. My name is Raheem Jackson. My wife's name is Lorena Jackson, and she's the professional that you want in front of you when it comes to financial literacy, right? We have to some time to study financial literacy with this company, United Credit Education Services, and it will help our household become a better household. So I want you to take heed, pay attention to this trailblazer in the market space, Miss Lorena Jackson, because she have 120% of the information you need to hear. With no further ado, Miss Lorena, are you there?
I am here. Thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. Raheem Jackson. I want to give it to you. Thank you for that. So today, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you just a quick little bit about myself. Before I got started in this program, I actually had really bad credit. And what made me open up my eyes is when I had an emergency situation and I had to fly out to see my mom, who happened to be dying in hospice at the time. And I didn't have the money and I didn't have any credit cards to do it. And I had to wait for someone else and borrow the money so that I can make it to see her before she died. And unfortunately, I was able to do that. But by the time I made it, 4 hours later, she passed away. So I really want you to pay attention today because you really need to understand the importance of credit and personal finances. So the company that I'm going to talk to you guys about is United Credit Education Services. The company has been around for a little bit over 18 years, and they're in the financial services industry. The products and the services are designed to help families across the country. They are also a debt-free company, and they also have a dedicated and consistent management team with the two key executives that were in the company since the inception of the company. So we're going to talk about how is your credit score calculated. Most people don't know how to get their credit score, how it's calculated, or how it affects them. So we're going to talk about that today. 35% of your credit score is your payment history, which would be your on-time payments versus your delinquent payments within the last 24 months are the most important. They impact your score the most. 30% of your credit utilization, which means the percentage of credit available after, well, the percentage of the credit that you've used from your credit limit, okay? 15% of it is the length of credit. So how long have you had those accounts? 10% of it is new credit inquiries. So the number of inquiries and new accounts that you open within the last 12 to 18 months. Types of credit would be, or mixture of credit is the other term used, which would be any credit cards that you have, whether they're store credit cards, major credit cards like Master, Visa, Discover, American Express, also car loans, also mortgage payments. So that would be a mixture of credit or, a mixture of different types of credit. Now I'm going to share some facts. Did you know that 1.4 million identity theft claims were made in 2020? 14.6 trillion in American household debt is reported as of 2021. 64% of Americans are expected to retire with less than $10,000 in their retirement savings accounts. 60% of Americans lack a will or an estate planning. And in just one decade, student loan balances have jumped 150%. 1 in 4 Americans have a credit score of less than 650 points. Here, we're going to go over an illustration of someone with bad credit versus someone with good credit when they're purchasing a home. The home price is $240,000 with a 30-year fixed mortgage. As you can see there, the person with bad credit or less than perfect credit, which is a 560 credit score or less, and the person with good credit, which is a 740 credit score or higher, they pay a huge difference in the monthly payment. The person with the bad credit pays $2,655. The person with the good credit pays $1,149. The interest rate for the bad credit is 12.9998%. The person with good credit pays 4.025%. And as you can see, it's probably a little bit over $500,000 difference in the interest that the person with good credit pays less than the person with bad credit. Here is another illustration, and it would be if bad credit versus good credit is purchasing automobile. The auto loan amount is $20,000 for 5 years. The person with the bad credit pays 26%. The person with the good credit pays 6%. The monthly payment of the bad credit is $599. The monthly payment of the good credit is $387, which, as you can see, is a difference of $212. And they each have a difference, good credit versus bad credit, of $12,730 in interest being paid. Here we have bad credit. It can ruin your family's future. And as you can see, with the selection of mortgage loans, credit cards, personal loans, auto loans, student loans, you see the loan amounts, and you see the fair credit, which is anywhere from 580 to 669, and the very good credit, which is 740 to 799. You see the difference at the end in red, where it tells you the difference in the interest rate that is being, the interest, sorry, that it's being paid, which is totaling over $56,000. Now we get to the good stuff. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about the #1 proven protection plan with exceptional value for simple, no nonsense price. Okay. We are going to offer you budgeting, credit restoration, credit builder, credit attorney, credit monitoring, debt payoff, rocket lawyer, financial lockbox, identity theft monitoring, net worth, savings goal, a will and trust, and YFL family mint. So here, I'm going to talk to you guys just about the ones that are my favorite. So our flagship product is the credit restoration. With the credit restoration, what we would do is we would take all of your negative items, dispute them all at once to help you have items that will end up getting deleted or changed on your credit score, which would in turn improve your credit score. I can attest to that, as I actually had a voluntary repossession, a charge off taken off of my credit in a bankruptcy. So it increased my credit score by a tremendous amount within at least 45 to 60 days. So that is an amazing testimony for myself personally. Also, the identity theft monitoring is we're partnered up with Allstate, the vehicle or the car insurance company, Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. That's the company that we're partnered with. A will and trust. A will and trust, if you go to an attorney's office, can cost you anywhere between $1,500 and above. You actually would get a binder with your will and trust in there, and it's yours to have. Okay, and then rocket lawyer, you can actually get legal documents, talk to an attorney, start up a business with the documents in there. So those are actually my favorites. So now I'm going to go ahead and reveal to you guys the price for all of these amazing products. Oh, and one more thing, we also offer Credit My Rent. Credit My Rent is where you can have your credit history reported on your credit score. For those of you that want to buy a house and just need that extra boost, they would go up to 2 years of your rental history. And we also have a secure credit card as well that will help you get that extra boost as well. All of those wonderful services, not sure if you can believe it, but they're $188 of a one-time setup fee. The first month is included, no contract. $89 a month from months 1 to 3. And if you end up having to stay longer with the program, the price actually goes down. So now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my husband, Mr. Raheem Jackson. He is doing amazing things in his community. He's breaking the chains of poverty, and he is actually helping people understand the importance of being able to make money outside of their regular job. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Mr. Raheem Jackson. Give me just a moment. Mr. Raheem Jackson,
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Thank you, wife, for the switcheroo. You had to switch the seats in the office. I didn't want you seeing the other side of the office, which is pretty amazing. You know, got a few paintings, a little bookshelf. But anyways, back to what we're talking about, all right? How you guys get paid. You don't care about my house, right? But more so, I want to thank Miss Lorena Jackson for sharing that information with you. Just having that information makes her a wife. I want you to take heed to what I said. Having that information, the Bible talks about that. You find me a spiritual book that talks about a significant other. Those are some of the qualities that they have in place. They got to know how to budget. You want a wife with good credit. You don't want a wife with bad credit. That's obvious, right? You want a wife who also know how to protect your assets. That is big. That is major. You don't want to go get the $10,000, put that in the bank, and then your wife misplace it, right? So some that she didn't talk about in debt. That's one of my favorite key things that I like talking about that you'll be receiving is the financial lockbox. I think that is huge. The financial lockbox is a real game changer because not only, let's see, here we go, right here. The financial lockbox is not only online safe, it's somewhere where you can share that information with your loved ones, your close loved ones, because you wouldn't want a stranger with the key to your safe, correct? Exactly. I'm gonna go on to the UWE presentation and I'm gonna talk to you about money, the cash flow side of things. I know you've been getting a text message about the credit and the cash flow, right? What is this cash flow? Well, first off, you get paid 6 different ways. Now, before I get into everything, I want to share a quick story about my life. My name is Raheem Jackson. I come from entrepreneurship, right? Had a landscaping company since 12 years old. And I've been fortunate enough to work free of corporate America without punching a clock. But you know that is technical difficulties. They come with the difficulties of learning how to market, right? Going door to door, knocking on doors. Why do that? Just partner with a company that can get you in front of a million doors without the cost of being in the sun. Work from home. That's basically what I'm saying. And not only are you working from home, you're working in the wealth sector. So this financial literacy that we're actually providing, as Ms. Lorena Jackson shared, we've been in business 18 years. So it's safe to say that this company is now an adult, right? We could take the company out for drinks. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, you have to bring leadership skills in this company. You have to work hard to expect a substantial income. That's what this slide is telling you, because it's nothing for nothing. This is not the Ponzi scheme, right? This is not the pyramid scheme where you do a lot of marketing, take a lot of money and run off with the money and don't expect no responsibility. In this company, expect responsibility because we are changing lives. We are seeing results in this company. I'm a product of this company. 19 items have been removed off my credit report, right? And that's with experience. Now, about the money side of this company, this is to secure your financial future, joining 16.5 million Americans that's already in the gig economy. That's your Fivers, that's your Ubers, that's your Lyfts, right? The difference in those companies is what? You run either gas mileage up, or it's not enough work because not everybody is a business owner. And this sector of what we're specializing in, anybody over 18 definitely needs credit. The wise people get credit and add their kids to the credit when they're 15, 16, so they can inherit that 700, 800 credit score. Well, what about all the individuals who lack the will and trust? They put the real estate assets or the cryptocurrency assets inside a safe place for the kids to have. Now we're talking generational wealth. So let's talk it. What are you doing in this company? You're simply referring others to see the financial gain for themselves, to see that this company can provide generational wealth for themselves. to see that they do need benefits that's going to continuously build their credit score, but they do need the financial literacy and a will trust power of attorney for protecting assets. You're going to need that stuff. Why go pay $3,000 for that stuff somewhere else when you could just add that to your life for less than $5 a day? What are you not doing? You're not fixing somebody's credit yourself, so you don't need the license, right? You don't have to go to a screen location to piss in a cup to make sure everything come back right. No, you simply can live a no pressure customer pursuing life. And what I mean by that, just simply asking someone, can you share this with a loved one? Can you share this with family? Because at the end of the day, that's who we're around. That's what we're building. We're looking to build other individuals, and that's how you create a safety net for yourself. My mentor said, Raheem, you're not going to get where you're going until you help enough people get to where they're going. You're not going to help enough people get to where they're going unless you're focused about getting to where you're going. Meaning that there's going to be people in your way, but you're going to have to help those people get out your way the best way possible. What I mean by that, you can't just take a knife and a fork and just run down a lane and just start shoving people out the way. No, that's not how life works. Think about when you're in traffic, what's going through your head? Oh, I wish I could just ram that car in front of me, right? Yeah, I think that too. But no, you just don't ram the car in front of you because now your insurance going up. Now you're a liability to your household. But what do you think? You know what? If I'm patient today, then they'll move out the way. And that's what happened. We get to where we're going in life. So if you're able to be patient, then you can expect the check in this company. But you got to be diligent as well, right? See, if I teach you the 4-hour work month, would it be feasible for you? The 4-hour work month consists of this: working 1 hour a week for 4 weeks straight. That's 4 hours. You can make an extra $100 per enrollment you make. Now think about it, that takes you only 1 hour to do. But think about if you only enrolled 5 people in that 1 hour a week, that's an extra $2,000 a month. See, this company works off referrals. So if you refer one person, you make an extra $100. I want to be clear about that. You make an extra $100. Now, for the lifetime of that customer, as long as they pay that $89, it is a way to get $89 for free. So even if they get the $89 for free, you're still making $12 a month off that enrollment, off that member, off that family member, however you consider it, because we're sharing financial literacy products, services with our family, because that's who needs it. Now, imagine if you did that 20 times, that's an extra $240 a month, right? Now, think about this. Every person they enroll, that's an extra $3. Now, that's not huge, but imagine doing that 20 times. That's an extra $60. So if you put the math together, if the 60 come in the same time the 240 come in, that's an extra $300 a month. Extra $300 a month can change things in your household. How I know? Because extra $300 a month would change things in my household. Now, I'm not going to be bratty or boastful and say, yeah, we done made it just because you see the real estate company on my chest. No, what I'm going to say, an extra $300 would be grateful in anybody's household that respects the value of money. I didn't say love money. I said respect the value. We all know that loving money can be a sin, right? But when you respect the value of money being a tool, an extra $300 won't hurt you. Another way we get paid is infinity bars. This is where your team collectively come together and the company count roundabout, oh, you have 20 people on your team, we're going to cut you a check for an extra 0.5% of what your team worth. Net worth. What's your team worth? Yeah, have you ever get paid off what's your team worth? Think about all your cousins, Fifi, Jimbo, Brown. Think about all these people that's in your family, right? Think about getting paid for all of them. Now, I don't know about you. I'm going to talk about myself. Grandma had 10 kids. I mean, so our second cousins, we got about 55 people, just 55, 60 people, roughly. We ain't talking about third cousins, babies, but we're just talking about roughly the people who we grew up with. That's about 55 people. Imagine getting paid for the 55 people. How much would they be worth? at 5%. That could be a significant amount, right? Another way we get paid is rewards, bonuses, and commissions. Now, what's in this for you? See, you get professional marketing material. You get an online back office. You get 2 websites, but you get weekly pay, some that we know our economy needs, right? Because corporate America want to stretch you out to what? Bi-weekly. Every 2 weeks, by the time you get paid, you're already broke. So that next week, going through that week, you're not having enough to really stretch to maintain all the things that you want. You might take care of what you need, and that's probably why you're on this call, because you're taking care of the things that you need, but you're looking for a way to take care of those wants. I'm not saying change your job. I'm saying add a gig in your life where it can help take care of those wants. And why not add the gig that's going to give you tax advantages? See, a lot of people don't tell you stocks and bonds don't give you tax advantages. Why? Because they're in lame accounts. But with you constantly being on the grind, working, pursuing working from home, gas is a tax write-off. Taking pictures, eating out, it's a tax write-off. Why? Because instead of creating an expense for yourself, you're going to put the business on the front of that. And it's going to be a business expense. You're going to get life insurance in this company. And then you're going to get the live agent customer support. So what if you can't get to the phone because you're taking care of little Juju, a little Romeo, and you can't get to the phone at the time because you want to have a fun day with them. Those was kids' names. That's how I set up in my mind to have kids' names. Anyways, what if you're taking care of the kids? What if you're taking care of your grandma? It might not even be your kids. If you're taking care of grandma and you can't get to the phone, you can't work your business, our company is not going to over pursue you. But you can tell your clients to call into your live agent customer support Monday through Friday during business hours. It's simple. I mean, why expect to get in the business and not pay a small fee, not pay an overhead cost? Now think about it. If you go SunBiz right now, and you say, look, SunBiz, I want a limited liability company. Why would it be limited liability company? Simply because you don't want all the liability. You want to separate your personal assets from what you're building. So with a 1099, that's going to help you build that because you're separating your personal lifestyle from your business lifestyle. And you're only paying $300 in this company because the founders of this company already filed. So you can find us with the BBB. You already can find us in places as a business front. The only thing missing is you. And if you let $300 stop you from having a business front inside your home that's pushing financial literacy, then you're just like the $1.3 trillion that just added to debt in America. Think about that, $1 trillion. Now, $1 billion, I know it's going to take about 12 years to count if you're counting $1 bills. $1 trillion, it might take you 32 years to count if you're just counting $1, $2, $3, $4, and it equals to 1 second. How long would it take you to count $1 trillion? Do we really know the amount of money? Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a trillionaire, but what I'm saying is you want a business front that's pushing $1 billion. And this company, this industry alone pays out over $200,000 a day. Why not have a piece of that? I'm not saying get $200,000. Don't hear me getting $200,000. Why you don't get 1% of that a day or a week? Just an extra $2,000 won't hurt nobody. An extra $200 won't hurt nobody. If you pay the $300 to $299 one-time setup and you follow our instructions, have that 5 enrollments, you're going to make $500. You won't never have to pay the $89 a month. So it's $299 one time and then $89 a month until you follow the instructions or until God sees fit for you to have an extra $500 a month. And I think we could do that readily fast if you're coachable, hungry, and you're willing. Now, the power of 5, like I just covered, you do that one time, and for the life of those customers, you won't have to ever pay overhead costs again. That means you're already in the green. Now, follow me to level 7 through 10. These are my favorite levels. Haven't reached it yet. I'm actually about 10 levels away. Anyways, level 7 through 10 is going to pay you an extra $25,000 a month to $250,000 a month. For me, that wasn't feasible. I couldn't think about that because it was like 250,000. I ain't never make 150,000. So 250,000 is far fetched. So let's just leave that to the side. But think about an extra $600 a month. In 2008, that would have stopped foreclosures from happening. That could be a car payment, right? And then level 2, they're going to give you an extra $10,000 bonus. At level 3, it's life changing because that $1,500 expense can now go to what? Graduation expenses. It can now go to car payment. It can now go to lights. It can now go to gas. You ain't worried about the gas rising. You just like, I just got 1,500. Put some more gas in the car, baby. It ain't nothing, right? And then at level 4, they're going to give you another $25,000 cash bonus. So this company definitely want to take care of the individuals that take care of the company. Now, at this point, you either 1, 2, or 3. You could come in like a casual sharer. I was a casual sharer, right? Because I was skeptical. I was like, man, this is the company. It's fufu, what, fugazi, whatever you call it these days, right? It was just, it wasn't for us. It was like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to. I'm gonna recommend this company to somebody. And then we had to watch one of our close friends go out there and become a millionaire from this company. And it was like, oh, that quickly changed. I was not sharing at that point. It was time to be a part-time participant. It was like, yeah, I'm ready to take this company to the next level. What I got to do to go next level, right? So I got started as the business owner. I paid my $299 just like everybody else would, right? So as you share this company part-time, trust me, it works better for you because now it's working around your other businesses, putting money in your pocket while you sleep. If you work it the right way, that's a big if you work it the right way. That means if our team is already meeting Monday through Friday, we're already working this business. So if you invite 5 people to 5 different webinars, you're capable of making an extra $500 that week from not being the presenter. Think about that. Just last week, you made $500 and you didn't present at all. All you did was recommend to a website. I think being a part-time participant is definitely worth it. But what if you're somebody like my wife? Don't want to do anything small. Just like, hey, you know what? We're going big or we're going home. Either we're going to put 100 people in the system or we ain't putting no people in the system. So she have goals set up and around our house on our walls where it is income goals, where it's production goals, because she really want to become a big business builder. Now to remind you that the real estate company was her idea. So you could tell who really run the shots in the house, right? So you're either 1, 2, or 3. Where are you at? Because I know all my 3s want to get started and they're going to get back with the person who contact, the person who sent them this video. All my 2s, get at me because I can help you take this company serious part-time. 2, 3 hours a day, productive habits, right? While your daughter or son is next to you, productive habits. Or you're a casual sharer. If you're a casual sharer, trust me, the person that you're online with, you're going to watch them go out there and get successful. I ain't say make $1 million. I say get successful. So they might make an extra $200 a month, extra $2,000 a month. And that's okay with me. So thank you for your time. Have a blessed day.